Hi everyone, Liz here with Garden Happy. Welcome back to my garden. In today's video, I'm going to reveal the most beautiful volunteer plant that just basically popped up in my garden. In case you don't know what a volunteer plant is, well, basically it's just a plant that comes up on its own without being planted by us gardeners or a farmer. Common volunteer plants would be sunflowers, tomatoes, weeds. Basically, a weed is just an unwanted plant. However, if you want that plant, then it's certainly not a weed. Most people think that this plant that grew in my garden is so undesirable. I did a search on it, and people say, pull that plant now, don't let that grow. But I am sorry, I absolutely love it. It's just beautiful. So, are you ready to see it? Because I'm super excited to show you what it is. And here it is. Here's my volunteer plant. This is called a pokeweed. Pokeweed, also known as American pokeweed, dragonberry, or inkberry, is a native herbaceous perennial that can grow 4 to 10 feet tall. And the most beautiful thing about this plant, and why I love it so much, is the gorgeous dark purple berries that hang down in clusters, making this plant so unique and striking. It starts off with these pointy clusters of tiny white flowers that attract pollinators and hummingbirds too. And if you notice the little round notches cut out in these leaves, this plant also provides a great nesting material for the leafcutter bees. And it's also a host plant for the giant leopard moth. How cool is that? I'll have to go outside at night and see if I can spot one. Then the little white flowers turn into these shiny green berries. It's just so pretty. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. When this plant first popped up, I just knew from the very beginning that this was going to be something special. The leaves looked very different, so something said, Liz, don't pull this, it's not a weed. Just let it grow and see what happens, and I'm so glad I did. Then eventually, all these green little berries, they turn purple, and they are so beautiful. The clusters get bigger, they get darker, and it's just spectacular and striking in the garden. Now, as pretty as this plant is, I will admit, all parts are extremely toxic and not recommended if you have small children or dogs. However, if harvested and prepared with caution, all parts of the plant, berries, roots, and leaves have so many medicinal purposes. Did you know that Elvis sang a song about the pokeweed? Yep, it's called Poke Salad Annie. Go listen to it sometime. So the big question is, how did this plant end up in my garden? Well, I'm thinking since birds love these berries so much, there must have been another plant somewhere else in the neighborhood or nearby, and a bird might have pooped out a seed in my garden. So the next time you're out in your garden and you see something that just doesn't belong, you didn't plant it, and it just looks weird, I encourage you, let it grow anyway. Who cares? That's a fun thing about having a garden. It's always full of surprises, and that's what makes gardening fun. Thanks for watching.